Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 3 vehicles that were found within the game files of Grand Theft Auto 5, that being the Army Cavalcade, the Feroci, and the Super GT. So first off, I'm going to discuss the possibility of these vehicles possibly returning in a future update, and also give you guys some background and information on these vehicles, as a lot of them were in previous GTA games. Anyways, let's get the video started. So big shout out to the GTA Forums website. They're the ones who have posted up these screen caps of these files. And what I'm going to be showing you guys first is the 2D textures of these 3 vehicles, that being the Army Cavalcade, the Feroci, and the Super GT. So we're going to start with the Cavalcade Army, and it is simply a generic SUV texture that is used for this version of the Cavalcade. He writes that most SUVs use interiors that are in the Dubsters file, and the Cavalcade is no exception. So if you guys know, we already have 2 versions of the Cavalcade in this game, but we don't have the one from Grand Theft Auto 4, which kind of has like the pickup truck back as compared to the one that's closed off. So that could be interesting. That could be one model that makes its way into the game, but it's also interesting to note that this has an Army tag applied to it. So is it going to be militarized? Is it going to be armored? Is it going to have something to do with Merryweather or even Fort Zancudo? So I think this would be pretty cool if we were to get like a pickup truck Army style version of the Cavalcade. I think that would be awesome. Obviously it'd be a bit more useful than its other 2 counterparts. I definitely don't use them that too often, but nevertheless, I still think a vehicle like this would be extremely cool. So up next we have the Feroci, whose textures are extremely similar to another car in Grand Theft Auto 5, that being the Ingot. And if you've never used or seen the Feroci, it's actually from the Barado family, and it's a 4-door sedan that was first seen in Grand Theft Auto 4. And the real life version of this is a Dodge Interpret. Now I'll put an image on the screen right now so you can see what it looks like. It's basically a standard 4-door sedan. There's nothing too special about this, but it does have some like Sultan-like qualities. I can see lots of upgrades being available for this in the Los Santos custom shop, and it actually being a pretty cool vehicle to drive. Of course, 4-door cars are always valuable because you can get 3 of your friends, as compared to many of the 2-door vehicles where you can only get 1. So I do think this is pretty cool. The Feroci, obviously from GTA 4, and it would be awesome if it did come back in Grand Theft Auto 5. And finally, I think I've saved the best for last. When I saw this vehicle name on this list, I got extremely excited. That's right, we are talking about the Super GT. And what's special about the Super GT is it actually has customized speedometers and an interior for Grand Theft Auto 5. It isn't like reused texture files. The one car that has kind of unique features and a unique interior is the Super GT, and we've seen the Super GT before in previous Grand Theft Auto games. So most recently, the Super GT was found in Grand Theft Auto 4, and it was the real-life equivalent of the Aston Martin DB9 and a hybrid of the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. So this is an absolutely beautiful vehicle, and of course it comes from the Dubache family. That's the one who makes the Massacro. So I do think this would be incredible. This could be like the brother to the Massacro if it were to come into the game, and that would be absolutely incredible. This is one of the best cars in GTA 4, and I would imagine that if it came to Grand Theft Auto 5, it would be one of the best GTA 5 sports cars. So now let's talk about the possibility of this coming into Grand Theft Auto 5. Now the last time we saw a leak like this, where we got 3 vehicles, we got a little bit about their interior, some of the mods that we might be able to put on in the Los Santos custom shop. You got to go back way into 2014, almost about a year ago, when we first got information on the Zentorno, the Massacro, and also the Huntley S. And remember, we were able to get those files, and we saw like some of the things you could do in the Los Santos custom shop, and sure enough, through the High Life update and the business update, we did get those vehicles. So this would be pretty cool, and it would make sense because it has a very similar format to where we're getting a sports car, a 4-door sedan, and also if the Army Cavalcade is true, we'd be getting like a truck or SUV, which would kind of complete the 3-car saga for certain DLCs. So obviously, I am very excited about this. I think the potential in all 3 of these vehicles to come back is very high. But again, there also is the chance that this is just cut content and that these cars were going to be in the game, but eventually just got cut for whatever reason, or were replaced like other vehicles. Like the Super GT could have been replaced by the Massacro, a variant of the Army Cavalcade could have been replaced by another truck, so etc, etc. Anyways, I think this is very exciting. I especially love the potential of the Super GT. I'm a big GTA 4 fanboy if you can't tell, so I'm very excited to potentially see this come back into the game. Let me know what you're most excited for, what vehicle you're most excited for in this list, and do you wish they would come back in a DLC? Be sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.